out for the pirates. Now, who are the pirates? It's anything that steals our excitement, hinders us from achieving our goals, things that are counterproductive to our success, these negative influences in our lives. By show of hands, please be honest. Who here reads, watches, or listens to the news in the morning? You can be honest. This is a safe space. Stop it. You laugh. You're like, no, Josh, I'm an adult. I don't know why I button my thing when I say I'm an adult. I'm professional. I can look at the news, and it doesn't impact me. Are you sure? See, we know children are easily influenced. I have 3 young kids, and I have to say stuff like, I don't want you hanging out with little Jimmy because he's a bad influence. Or don't watch that television show because there's language on it that I don't want you repeating. So we know that children are easily influenced, but somehow as adults we're immune to being influenced by stuff outside of ourselves. Au contraire, mon frère. I would argue that we are just as susceptible to being influenced, but as adults we have 2 things that children don't have. As adults, we have the ability to justify doing things that are detrimental to our mental health, and then we rationalize the results of those things that we just made the decision about. And if you're still arguing, like, no, Josh, I can still watch the news. Let me ask you this. Please be honest. By show of hands, please be honest. By show of hands, who here has ever gotten into a disagreement with a loved one before work? If your hand's not up, you're a liar. How was the rest of your day? Not very good. That one little thing, and all of a sudden everybody's cutting me off on the freeway. Somebody parked in my spot in the parking lot, and they're not assigned spots, but they know I parked there. And then Susan's at my desk about to show me pictures of her cat post-surgery. Like, it's happened to you too. All from how I started my day. And we don't make that connection. But I prime my day for this. By that one negative interaction influenced the rest of my day. We need to be very cognizant, very aware, and very protective of what we do. I'm not saying never look at the news. I'm saying you should not start your day from that place. If we need to be at the best for our organizations, if we need to be at our best for our team members, we cannot be starting on the wrong foot. Now, anybody that was smugly like, well, I don't look at the news, let me ask this question. Who here, by show of hands, who here looks at social media in the morning before work? You should stop that too. You're like, no, Josh, it's okay. I'm just looking at cat pictures and memes. Fine. But it still has an impact upon us, and I'll tell you why. This is pre-COVID. So several years ago, for some reason, I walked into my office and I opened up Facebook before I logged in. And a friend of mine posted something infuriating. I mean, fist clenching, teeth gritting, infuriating. And you're like, what did he say? I'm going to tell you, because I want you part of this experience. His status update said, I'm so excited. 2 hours till wheels up to Tahiti. I should be happy for him, going on his honeymoon. And I did what any of you would have done. I took my finger, and spitefully, I hit like. No love. Like. It should have ended there. Right? It should have ended, and I actually was happy for him. But here's the problem, is now, the second I get onto my computer, the first thing I do is I go to Google, and how much are flights to Tahiti? What's the best time of year to go to Tahiti? Does anybody know the best time of year to go to Tahiti? All year. And this one little thing that shouldn't have influenced my day at all, a positive thing, mind you, has taken me off the rails. It's now 11 o'clock. It's closing in on lunch, and I'm still out there like, how much of those cabanas over the water? All because I allowed myself to be influenced. I'm not saying never look at social media. I'm not saying never look at the news. I'm saying be cognizant of when you do, because it impacts you much deeper. It's subconscious the way that it attaches to our brain, and it impacts how we view and perceive the rest of the world. You must be managing your influences. Now, there's good news. There's great news behind this. You know what? You wield a tremendous amount of influence in the lives of the people that you come in contact with every single day. I would argue there is not a single neutral interaction that we have, whether it's by text, email, on the phone, in person, at 6 feet, with a mask. There is no neutral interaction. Every time you speak to somebody else, you are either making their day a little bit better or a little bit worse. You're putting them more at ease, or you're making them more uneasy. There are no neutral interactions. That's a tremendous amount of power. With just a few words, you can ruin somebody's day. Or you can make their whole week.